Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to round 3. Now, what we have in round 3 are the Florida Panthers versus the Carolina Hurricanes in the East, and out west we got the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars. Repeat of last year. I think it's a double repeat of last year. I may be wrong about that, but I think it was Florida Carolina last year as well. I might be wrong about that. Fact check me on that, please. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. Anywho's, we are going to talk about the East first because there's a lot to talk about out west. I'm going to get to that later on in the video. But first off, we're going to talk about the Eastern Conference. Now, excuse me. My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Like I said, out east. Head-to-head, Florida won the series 2-1. Florida beat Carolina November 29th 6-3. Beat them the following night 6-0. The only game Carolina won was a 3-1 game. And again, that's regular season stats. It really doesn't matter. Regular season means nothing, as we've all come to understand. Now, I will say this though. I have Carolina winning the series in 7. Florida's going to win game 1. Carolina game 2. Florida game 3. Carolina game 4. Florida game 5. Carolina game 6. And Carolina game 7. It's going to be a back and forth affair. The only time a team's going to win back-to-back is 6 and 7. By that point, I think Florida's going to be run down from too much hockey. Carolina's going to just ramp it up and just do what Carolina does. Take advantage of the mistakes that are either caused or created by hotheads, Brad Marchand and Matthew Tkachuk. Also throw Sam Bennett in there. My X factors for the series are going to be Aho. It's going to come down to Sebastian Aho and Savinchkev. I hope I say his name right. Those two guys are going to have to carry the load for Carolina. The depth obviously has to step up, as well as Carolina penalty kill. Their penalty kill has to be better than the Florida Panther power play. Because you're playing against Florida Panthers, you're going to get penalties. It's like checking the clock that's right twice a day. The Florida Panthers are going to get power plays. So you're just going to get penalties, and you're just going to have to kill them. Anderson needs to play the way he's played in round 2 and round 1. He was a little shaky in round 1, way better in round 2. We just need Anderson to play better than Bobrovsky, and I say Carolina comes across as that team in the East on a 7-game series. The leaders in goals for both teams, for goals for the Carolina Hurricanes, Svechnikov with 8, Bennett with 6 assists. Luosterainen for Florida with 9. Aho has 7 points. Luosterainen 12. Jarvis has 10. So they're evened out depth-wise. Like I think they both have depth. They both have star role players. Both teams are capable of having their depth step up. Both teams have really good defense. I again have to say it's going to come down to goaltending in this series. I'm not even going to talk about the Oilers series goaltending. We'll get to that later. But anyways, Florida's X factors, depth. The depth needs to step up more than that first 2 line. As I was saying, depth. Luosterainen plays on the top line. Bennett is also on that top line. I think their depth has to show up. Bobrovsky needs to outplay and outshine Anderson in this series. Plain and simple, Bobrovsky just has to be playoff Bob. And Florida has a really great shot at winning the series. At the end of it, it could be a coin flip toss-em series. I don't think either team is going to walk away with any particular game. I don't think you're going to see blowouts. I don't think you're going to see very many shutouts unless it's like a 1-0, 2-0 shutout. I just think this is a really even series, and it's going to be fun to watch. Now, in saying that, going to the goalies, Bobrovsky is 8-4 with a 2.31 goals against and a 9.01 save percentage with 2 shutouts. Anderson is 7-2 with a 1.36 and a 9.37. Wouldn't that be lovely to have for the Oilers? A guy in the 9s? And high 9s? I mean, Bobrovsky's not, but a 9.07 is still better than 8.86. But I digress. Also, Anderson has one shutout. Now, again, like I said, I have Carolina winning in 7. I'm not going to rave and roar and revamp everything. Sorry, Toronto. Again, Game 7 just is not you. You in Game 7, just kryptonite, I guess. You're going to have to do something with that core in Toronto. And do it quick, Oli. Anywho's. Oh, excuse me. Moving on to the West, because that's where we're gonna focus here. Now, in the West, obviously we have Dallas, we have Edmonton. Bang. Now, this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets really, really fun for me, because I have to talk about things I actually know about. And I get to talk about them strongly. I'm going to talk about the weaknesses for the Oilers first. Goaltending. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat and blow smoke up your butts and tell you that the Oilers goaltending is going to be the be-all, end-all. You know, I can't do that to you guys. I can't sit here and honestly tell you that the Oilers goaltending is great to good. We know that the goaltending in Dallas will outshine, outperform, outdo, outduel, outplay. Oettinger will outplay no matter who the Oilers put in net. May it be... Oh, excuse me. I'm fighting a really bad cold. Honestly, I don't care who it is. You could put Stuart Skinner in net, Ottinger's going to outshine him. You put... Picard in net, Ottinger's going to outshine him. It's just... It's just how it's going to be. You're just going to have to deal with the fact that Ottinger's going to outduel you guys, and that's where their benefit is in Dallas. The benefit for Dallas is having Ottinger over what we have. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not saying that it's not beatable. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I'm just going by what I know. Sorry, I'm looking for something. I'm trying to get numbers and stats to back up some things that I'm talking about here. They did a thing. Anywhoosies. There was a website, Golden Era Hockey. They did a whole spiel on the Oilers and Dallas series, and I want to give them credit for what I'm about to say. Boom, boom. Crap. What did they... And now I can't find it. Anyways, they had 5-on-5 offense. Oilers are better 5-on-5. The goals for everything is better for the Oilers. The depth scoring is better for the Oilers. Where the Oilers lack is power play. Now, I will caveat all of this. If the Oilers' power play doesn't start scoring, that could be trouble for the Oilers. That could spell an end to the Oilers season relatively earlier than last year. I mean, we're in the Final Four again, so it's not early, but we all want Cup aspirations, and to get there, we got to get past Dallas. Now, 5-on-5, the Oilers score 2.99, so 3 goals for. Dallas is only scoring at a 183 clip. Quality is the Oilers. Shots are the Oilers. Everything 5-on-5 is Edmonton. Depth is better for Edmonton. Top 6 is better for Edmonton. Defense is better for Edmonton. Goaltending is where we don't even want to talk about the goaltending. Goaltending not even close. It's like they've got the elite of the elite, Dominic Hasek, and we got some Donnie Brasco type of goaltender. It's not fair to say, but that's the truth. Ottinger is head and shoulders above what we have. Again, the Oilers are just going to have to figure it out and learn how to deal with it. And then I was given another stat today. When Rantanen or Steele are not on the ice for Dallas, their goals against goes up and their offensive opportunity goes down. Now, knowing what I know and what I've seen last series with the Draisaitl, Kapanen, and Podkolzin line, that shut down Eichel pretty damn good. The Eichel Stone line shut down right the fuck down. Let's say that line goes up against the Rantanen and the Steele line. So that's going to be a wash. Yeah, we may not be in the offensive zone very often, but I don't think we're going to see that line in our zone very often either. I think you're going to see a lot of board play, a lot of neutral zone positioning when those two lines are out there. So that's going to be incumbent on the McDavid, the Hyman, and the Kane line to come out and push the Ben line and the Sagan line or whatever line they're going to throw out against the McDavid line. Now, again, same two. Harley and Heiskanen, Mikko, they're forces. They're better than we have. Absolutely. I will not sugarcoat that. Their top 2 are better than we have. But after that, it drops. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm sorry, Dallas fans. But after your top 2 guys, your defense is sus. And that's not a knock. It's facts. It's truth be told. It's proof is in the pudding, my friends. Like, I'm not trying to insult you. It's just a fact of life that your defense is not very good. You've got Cody Ceci, you've got Matt Dumba, Esa Lindell, Labushkin, Petrovic. I mean, come on. Let's not pretend that those are top guys. Like, let's not go out there and say that these guys are going to steamroll the Oilers and help any way, shape, or form defend McDavid, Draisaitl, Hawkins, Hymans, Canes, Friedrichs, Browns. Yeah, your top 2 guys are still going to get your top 2. Like, I would take your top 2 over the Oilers' top 2. But after that, it's sus. Like, you've got Bichelle in Dallas, +1, 13 games played. Lindell, even 13 games played. Petrovic, 13 games played, a 0. CC's a -1 and 13. Labushkin's a -7. Harley's a -5. Heiskanen's a -1. Dumba, Lundqvist, and Smith aren't even playing. Like, and your points aren't there. Harley's getting points, sure. Again, Heiskanen has only played 3 games. Sure, that number will bump up. But your best defense has got 11, and then it drops 3, 3, 2, 1. And again, on your front end, like we want to talk about plus minuses, and we want to talk about points. Like, Johnston is a -13 with 8 points. Duchesne's a -9 with 5 points. Ben's a -6 with 3 points. Blackwell's a -3 with 1 point. Robinson's a -3 with 1 point. Sagan's a -2 with 5 points. Steele is a -1 with 6 points. Marchment's a -1 with 4 points. The only plus guy you have is Granlund and Rantanen, and they're a +1. And Rantanen has 19 points. I'm sorry, like I said, Dallas is a one-line, one-man team. I don't give 2 craps about how good you think your team is. It's Rantanen and nobody else. Proof in the pudding here. Let's go proof in the pudding, because you guys get mad at me because I talk on my asshole. Now, Draisaitl plus 8, 16 points. McDavid plus 7, 17 points. Perry plus 6, 7 points. Hyman plus 5, 8 points. Podkolzin plus 5, 6 points. Janmark plus 3, 3 points. Brown plus 3, 7 points. Kane plus 3, 7 points. Hopkins plus 3, 9 points. Arvidsson plus 2, 4 points. Henrik plus 1, 4 points. Kapanen plus 1, 1 point. Friedrich is the 0. He's the only 0 on the team in the forward group. And you want to talk about defense? Well, we'll talk about defense. Wallman plus 13, 2 points. Klingberg plus 5, 3 points. Bouchard plus 4, 12. Kulak plus 3, 2. Josh Brown's one game played was a plus 1. Emberson plus 1. Stetcher plus 1. Nurse is the only one that's a 0. And he's got 4 points. So don't tell me that Dallas has the depth. Dallas has the depth forwards. Dallas has the better defense. And don't even come at me with the bull crap that, well, Dallas had to play Colorado. Dallas had to play Winnipeg. Yeah, the Oilers had to play the two stingiest defenses in round 1 and round 2 in the LA Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights. The two stingiest defenses per league, bar none, was LA and Vegas. Winnipeg is a great 82-game team. Hollebuck is a great Vezina candidate for 82 games. Shows up when he wants to, but when it matters the most, he folds like a cheap suit. And that's exactly how Dallas got here. We can talk about the power play. We can talk about the PK. The PK for the Oilers is 66.7. Yes, it is bad. But the last 7 games, it has been great. Those first 2 games in LA, they got trounced. They got destroyed in the PK. I think they went 1 for like 7. They killed 1 out of 7. So yeah, when you get 6 goals scored against you out of 7 opportunities, that PK is going to look like a minus 100. So the fact that you got from a minus to a 66.7, pretty damn good. Power play, no excuses for this power play. It's running at a 25% clip. It's 6th right now in the playoffs, whereas Dallas is running at a great clip, a 30.8. And they are 3rd. Dallas has a lethal power play, so if you are an Oiler player, do not slash, do not high stick, do not hold, do not trip, do not hit late. Do not give the ref an opportunity to call anything, because they will. Period, point blank. McCauley will look for something for you. Anywho's, on the flip side for Dallas, their PK is really good too. It is 86%, 3rd in the playoffs. So their PK is great, their power play is great. I think that's where it's going to come down to in this series. It's going to come down to the discipline of the Oilers and the lack of discipline of Dallas. Now, face-offs, they're pretty much tied, 50.4 and 50.8. Dallas has the .4 edge, put them 8th in the league. Oilers are 10th. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Goals for 3.91 for the Oilers, 2.62 for Dallas. Goals against, 309 9th for the Oilers and 292 for Dallas. Again, that's in large part to the 2 games against LA. You can pretty much scrap those 2 games. I wish we could just take the 2 bad numbers and just yeet. But you can't. You have to live with them. Again, like I said, I guess we're going to talk about the goaltending first. We're going to get the goaltending because that's where Dallas is going to excel. Calvin Pickard is 6-0 with an 2.84 goals against average and an 8.88 save percentage. 0 shutouts. Whereas Stuart Skinner is 2 for 3. He's 2-0 in his last 2 games. A 3.05 goals against and an 8.84 save percentage with 2 shutouts. Now, the first 2 games in the playoffs, Stuart Skinner was lost. He was a lost dog looking for his owner. He was not good. He's been great since then. So, also, Calvin Pickard is healthy. They are not going to Calvin Pickard for game 1. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Stuart Skinner is going to get game 1, and we will go from there. He's on a leash. I don't know how short or how long that leash is, but Stuart Skinner is getting the start tomorrow on Wednesday night in Dallas. The game start is 6 o'clock Wednesday, game 1 in Dallas. Now, Ottinger's 8-5, 247 goals against, a 919 save percentage. Now, that's what happens when you have a team that you go up against named Winnipeg Jets. They don't do much, especially when they were missing Scheifele for a bit, and Morrissey, their top defenseman, and they had Hellebuck that couldn't stop a beach ball. Any Hoosies. Head-to-head, Dallas won the series 2-1. Now, again, I'm not reading too much into that. They played us October 14th, and they beat us 4-1. And then we played them March 5th. We beat them 5-4. And then they played us again March 26th when the Oilers were resting everybody. And I mean, everybody was being rested. There was nobody in that game. They beat us 4-3. Now, here's where I'm going to surprise you guys. I have the Oilers in 6. I have Dallas winning game 1. Don't. Oilers winning game 2. Oilers winning game 3. Oilers winning game 4. Dallas winning game 5. And the Oilers winning game 6. Now, X factors for Dallas. Their depth scoring has to show up. Like, you can't have guys, Jamie Benn. Like, I'm just looking here again, guys. You can't have guys, Jamie Benn, Duchesne, Marchment, Dandinoff, Robinson. Like, you can't have guys not produce and do well. And eventually their D group is going to wake up and put some pucks on net and get some assists. Like, you can't have guys playing 13 games in Bichelle, Lindell, Petrovic. Like, you can't have that. Yes, Heiskan's only played 3 games, so that'll uptick a lot. That'll help out a lot. But again, you can't have Harley and Heiskanen carrying your load and expect to win a series against the Oilers. Just not happening, especially when the Oilers have home ice for at least 3 games where we can control and dictate what goes on. Now, again, it's going to come down to, like I said, depth scoring for Dallas showing up and their defense showing up past Harley and Heiskanen. For the Oilers, the X factor, the power play needs to learn how to capitalize. I'm sorry, guys, but this clip that we're ranked 25%, not effing good enough. Just not good enough. It's not good enough in the regular season. It's not good enough in the playoffs. Also, goaltending. I know the goaltending isn't going to necessarily steal you a game, but it can't be the reason that you're not in games. Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard cannot be the reason you lose a game. Your goaltending cannot be the reason why you're down early and you're down often. Plays happen, mistakes happen. It happens. Goals are going to go in. Like, goals are going to go in. It's a matter of hockey. It's going to be a bounce. It's going to be a shot that maybe the goalie should have made. But don't be the reason your team is down 2 or more early. That's it. That's all I got, guys. Oh, the leaders. The leaders for the teams. Goals, we got Draisaitl with Edmonton in 5. Rantanen has 9. Assists, 14. McDavid. Rantanen has 10. Points, 17 for McDavid. Rantanen has 19. Notice how Dallas has 1 player. And, of course, I just talked about the goalies. Picard's 6-0. Skinner's 2-3. My complete hypotheses. Oilers in 6. Because if it goes 7, Dallas is going to win at home. And that's going to suck for us Oilers fans. But we're not going to be the other team in Canada where we lose in Game 7. Throw stuff on the ice. Cry. Burn jerseys. We'll get over it. Anywho's, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Thank you again for stopping by and saying hi. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe, maybe if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate you. Follow me on the socials. TikTok is where I'm most active. And Facebook as well. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Our next video will be Game 1, Round 3. Edmonton and Dallas at 6 o'clock Wednesday night. See you there. Doses.